Wait, just make sure. Okay.
We're gonna go take a walk around our block so everyone can see kind of where we live and what life is like in the city of Bangkok. We'll go down to the metro, we'll go down to the mall, we'll go by John Market, so you can kind of see a little bit of the traffic, the crazy traffic, and hopefully enjoy the video. Alright, we're heading down the elevator now. And you can see here we have a bunch of Thai. What we're going to is the podium floor. This is our garden. We have the swimming pools here. We have the city view. Garden floor. It's almost like you feel like you're on the ground level, but you're really not. We're actually 7 stories high up here. So we have a good view of the city. Here we have a little jungle gym that's been closed. It's been closed since we've been here over a year. So this is inside of the middle of our complex where they have a bunch of different towers. 4 sets of towers. Here we have one of our pools. There's actually 3 swimming pools here. And on this side we have more view of the streets. So as we walk to the other side of the complex, we have Jasmine here as our tour guide. She's also going to help us throughout this whole walk. So she can talk a little bit. See, she's over there hiding, but she has a lot to talk about. We have our walkway through the garden. Another swimming pool, huge swimming pool. Yeah, you even have a slide over there. This is the gist of the garden. This is in the middle. Over there to the right is actually a gym, which I've been to a few times. So that's the garden. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head downstairs, and then we'll walk to one of the malls, and we'll videotape a little bit of the traffic and just kind of chit-chat a little bit. And have good stuff. Alright, now we are downstairs on ground level. And in our complex, we actually have a shopping plaza. So we actually have food restaurants, we have little spots, we have a grocery store, the bank, and then up these stairs, we have the Muay Thai training place to go to. So that's where we do our Muay Thai once a week. So this is a Fit Fact Muay Thai, which is Fit Factory Muay Thai. This is where we come and do our stuff. We'll be back. So we are still in the mall that we live in. A massage place, you get massages. It's pretty nice and convenient being so close to the malls from the other place we live, don't you think?
Yeah.
A lot nicer and closer, a lot more food options. We have Korean food, Chinese food, Japanese food, and at the grocery store here they sell lots of sushi, so guess who eats sushi a lot? Alright, now for the real fun. We're out on the street level now. It said that we live close to malls. We live close to like 3 or 4 malls, all within walking distance. So we're gonna walk through all of them so you guys can see that. They drive on the left side of the road, and that means the steering wheel is also on the right side, so it's really tricky and hard to drive. I drove once and it about scared me to death, so decided not to do that anymore. We're actually in a holiday weekend right now, so traffic is pretty light. There's not as many people out. A lot of people are celebrating the Thai holiday, so hopefully we'll still be able to see a lot of crazy traffic once we get to the main road. And we're coming up on that. So there's one of the malls, the parking garage. It's Central Plaza. We're gonna go in there. It's like a 8th floor, 7th floor mall. Has a movie theater and all sorts of food and everything you can think of. Right there, with all the green, that's Jad Fairs. You saw our other video when we went down there and ate. You would have seen that video. Almost got ran over. Slug bug. Got Jasmine with the slug bug. Yeah. You know how many times she's punched me? I don't even count those as real slug bugs. So compared to the last place we lived last year, and you guys saw my video, was I was walking on the road. At least in the city, there's sidewalks. So much safer, so much nicer. Over here you have a little canal. Now we are in front of the mall. There's our ambulance. And you can see traffic. This is actually pretty light, pretty easy right now. This would be Jasmine's favorite part of the mall. Normally the mall is really packed. There's nobody here right now. This mall is 7 or 8 stories high. Plaza's gonna give the bear a hug, her favorite part. Alright, now we're gonna take a break and go to Starbucks. Yeah! Alright, so that was just a quick walk. We didn't actually end up getting Starbucks because the line was too long and I don't have any patience, so we're back walking again. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk to the other side of the street so you can see that mall and show you what it's like walking through traffic, which is a lot easier now because we've done it a few times. But when we first moved here, we walked the streets, but we actually found out there's a metro underneath, and we'll do that later. But first we want to just go through the traffic so you can see the motorbikes. So here you'll see a bunch of scooters or motorbikes for Grab. Grab is like it's the equivalent to the US Uber. So you just grab a bike and go to where you need to go. They all sit out here waiting for the metro. So when people get off the metro train, they come up here and they can get a ride. But now we're almost to the crosswalk. The thing is with these motorbikes is they go in and out of the cars to come up to the front. So they have the right of way. You'll see is they'll weave in and out of the cars to make their way to the front. So when it's a green light, they all just take off in a hurry. Alright, see? Now we're in the middle of the intersection. And they all line up here, all the bikes. Now we're in the middle of the road. And another ambulance. There's normally not this many ambulances. And now you can see we're in the middle of the intersection, literally. Yeah, the bike's over there. Right there go all the bikes. Now we can cross. And we officially crossed the road. That was the mall we were just at. This is where Jasmine and I are going to spend our quarantine when we come back in 3 weeks, which is nice and convenient. It is right next to our house, our condo, so we can just walk there, walk home when we're done with quarantine. The Batman's here, the new Batman movie that's going to come out. Jasmine's going to introduce you to something that she saw and she enjoyed and liked. So here's Jasmine.
This is a whale made out of water bottles.
Finally got our Starbucks. It's all gone. Now we're walking through one of the other malls. Here you have Lotuses. That is equivalent to like a Walmart. Central Mall that we were at earlier. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to cross the street a different way. We're going to take the bridge. We're going to go up the walk and then go over the traffic this time. The camera we had died, so now I'm using my phone. And right here to the left, right where you see the turn left sign, that is the Chinese embassy back there. That's where we just came from. Alright, well, we hope you enjoyed our little walk. So lastly, we just got our lab test, so we can come back to the US. And in front of the office, we have noticed that we are actually right in front of the Iranian embassy. Pretty crazy to think that the Iranian embassy is here and we're right there next to sovereign Iranian territory. But again, we hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we'll post up more videos in the near future so you can see a little bit more about Bangkok as things are opening back up.
If you enjoyed our video, we'll see you next time.